Lamont, I see you. You better come through with them long ass baby father strokes. Hey! Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Rap Shit episode 7, Something for the DJ. Now before I get into all things Shawna getting on my nerves, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss. You know, when you meet a female or just a person in general, and then you just get a vibe off of them and you don't like them, and everybody else around you trying to figure out why you don't like this person. I mean, she seemed cool to me. Trust, when I say I don't like somebody, I don't like them for a reason.
Go back.
Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this episode. Now we start off already with our new song. You know, no nail nigga, that Trick Daddy, goddamn Trina, you bitch, you know nail nigga. You don't know now how. We are in the studio with Lamont and everything is looking good. But guess who's trying to come crawling back? Our old friend. He's girl, what's good? Look at you blowing up. And us knowing what Shawna went through with him in the past, why would you want any pieces of that now? Like, I understand that they have a friendship that goes beyond music. Fine. Let's just leave it at that. Thank you for congratulating me. All of that good stuff. No, this has nothing to do with that. This is all about stunning on each other. Look at where I am now. Shawna has something to prove, like not only to herself, but to everybody around her who said that she was not gonna make it. But it's just like, how far are we trying to go with this? Because whether you like it or not, you switched up everything about yourself and what you wanted to rap about to make it, but we're gonna get to that later. But I already knew that Shawna was gonna be on some shit in this episode. Maurice minding his business. Nobody at all. Look at this. Look, nigga, please. Look. No, he's like, girl, Carisha, please, like, stop. Stop this right now. She wants so badly to get that validation right away for her to go, like, should I even link up with him? Like, just because you see a bad bitch, like, oh my God. It was just so, like, I had so much secondhand embarrassment for Shawna in this episode. Telling Maurice, you know, like, hit the streets, sell the MacBooks, like, yeah, whatever. I don't do the dirty work. You take care of that. Like, Shawna is feeling herself so much in this episode until she wasn't. But prior to all the bullshit, we do get to see Maurice in their last time sleeping together. You know, when you sleep with somebody, like, this is it. This is the last time. It's never the last time. Did you see Maurice lick all 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of his fingers and splat that heck out? Like, oh yeah, Shawna got into position real quick. The dick must be lovely. But when we gonna get into Maurice being in jail? Maurice is definitely in jail via this episode. We went out to sell them good old MacBooks, you know, trying to keep Shawna draped, keep his money coming in. And then he disappears, not responding to any text messages, any phone calls, didn't show up to the James Harden party at the end of the episode. Maurice is definitely in jail. What's about to happen now? Carisha, please. JT is about to go to jail. We also get a whole lot of my fave this episode. Lamont is in the house. I was so here for Lamont and Mia's link up this episode. They look really comfortable and supportive of each other now. Like, they look real charming this episode. So much so that he actually asked her on a date. And you can tell that Mia is like really geeked and she's a little indecisive about what she wants to do, but you can tell that there is still something lingering there. I've been saw it. Don't nobody fillet you no sausages and give you no hot fries if they don't still love you. But baby girl just looks happy. Like, I was so excited for this date, and we gonna have to get there. But When I tell you my height of festivity in this episode was when we have like Mia is smiling from here to here. She has a whole Joker smile and goes to confide in her friend, what do you think about it? Like, Lamont asked me on a date, like, ugh, that nigga just trying to, clout chase just because you going places. Like, ugh, get the fuck out of here, Lamont. We on, like, ma'am, hater, hating, no doubt, just full of, like, ma'am, this has nothing to do with that. Like, first of all, that just adds to my feeling that Shawna just feels like she's at a higher status than she actually is. Y'all are still in grind mode. Is there a promise here for something to happen? Absolutely, but we aren't quite there yet. We are just now getting our single on Spotify. We're getting a little buzz. Who is helping us get those singles there? For the free, I'm sure. Goddamn Lamont, he is providing, you guys with the beats. And not only that, we do see in this episode, and I think the one previous, that he is trying to step up his game for not only Mia, but just as a dad. And I think it's really genuine what he is trying to do. Not at all clout chasing. Speaking of not clout chasing and being a genuine supporter, let's get into Chastity. Let's get into Duke this episode coming through rehearsal space. I don't give a damn if it was the little girl's rehearsal space. We got a space to rehearse, and I'm sure that Duke made that happen. I love we have a DJ in the back. Like, DJ's always overcompensating. We see you, boo. We hear you. Calm them down. But one beat, two bops. That one fire up emoji, and let's move on. Like, the girls are practicing, and I was really getting into it. I was like, all right, my pitch so bad. Hey, it's looking good. We're looking good. And we also see that Mia is very much involved. Like, girl, it's looking stiff. It's in the knees. What the hell is this? Like, girl, give body. Like, their routine is looking good. Duke is showing up. Every time I see Duke show up for them, she always has something in hand. She's coming through with drinks, coffee, food. What do you need? This is what we are doing. Like, it was such a good look when they actually arrived and pulled up to the goddamn mansion. Like, I was all on Duke's side for all of 2 minutes. When we have her pull up with the crew, I am in charge of the girl. Duke brought the girl, and I was completely 100% on Duke's side and her making things happen for like 50% of the episode. Child, when we came through with the workers, I'm gonna put my pussy on this Billy. Look at like, Duke's like, no, this is business. Act like you've been somewhere. Act like, we have to present ourselves in a certain way. It's like, yes, Duke, come through. The girl's getting a little private room. Their room is next to Timberland's. Like, everything is looking up. Then she gives me 5 steps, hands, thighs back of embarrassment, rolling up on Timberland with the ficky. Like, girl, no, you didn't. Like, act like you've been somewhere. I noticed in this show, we continue to have people kind of get into their own way, all, for the gram, something for the cities, something for this, something for the gram, something for the DJ. No, this is something to stunt on somebody else. We cannot even properly conduct ourselves at an industry party without, let me get a picture. I need to prove to everybody else that I was here. All up in this man's face, saying the wrong things, like being real hypey, real extra. Even the man in charge who's giving you this window of opportunity has to pull you to the side and tell you to calm the fuck down. Like, chill on that. Like, it was not looking good at all. But I was like, it's okay, because we gonna wait on this saving grace. Because if Shawna and Mia do really, really well with this performance, it's not gonna matter what happened. They're gonna be popping, they're gonna get exposure. There are people at this party who can make shit happen for them. We gonna get to that. Before the party, we have Shawna link up with her friend Francois with her, secondhand borrowed Christian Dior. All about a look, all about a stunt. Like, Shawna's energy was off immediately in this episode. So I just had a feeling that later on we were going to crash and burn in some way. I was hoping that it wouldn't be during the goddamn performance. But Shawna goes to meet up with him, and it's like they're almost kind of taking shots at each other. And it's really innocent and playful up until the point that she decides, even, in the grand space that she is in now, the seducing, the scheming, but nigga, like, your whole vibe of the music that you wanted to put out is completely different. Where was the lie? Of course, Francois was coming, with the extraness and, oh, this person ain't gonna do nothing for you. Like, Duke, who? Chastity? What? Like, trying to downplay the progress that they have made, when in actuality, like, whatever you have to say, we are doing it and we are making it happen without the help of you or anybody else. But the only reason that Shawna didn't take the bait, Shawna is constantly looking for an out. She has never supported Chastity as their manager or cared. I don't care what she says she's gonna make happen and what she's gonna do. And okay, if you get us into this party, if you do this, then you can be our manager. When those are absolutely not her genuine intentions, and she is always targeting for more, higher, bigger, better. She can't do anything for us. Meanwhile, despite what you think about Chastity, she has been consistently making things happen for the group. Her problem was she thought she was going to have this meeting with her friend, stunt a little bit, receive a little praise, and that would maybe open the door for all of the opportunities that he could afford her. After they have, that conversation, where we are in life, who's better, like all of this extra kind of pushback, and she didn't really get that praise that she thought. Shawna went up there to stunt, and that's not what happened. Guaranteed, if he told her what she wanted to hear, she would have tried to kick Chastity out the door and, okay, yeah, so when can we link up? Like, the fact that she felt like it kind of pushed at a trigger of like, look what you had to do, which rolls over into the Shawna that we got later, trying to prove that, I'm better than this. I'm still that MC. I can still put out, the quality of bars and flow that I want to and get the same praise if giving the platform and the opportunity. You know what? Right now on this stage, this is my moment to stunt. Like, I'm still Shawna. I'm still the girl who was behind the mask with the afro. Girl, read the room. I just knew that stuff was off. She felt bothered after the meeting. She felt a little distracted. And then when we get amongst the party, there's even more of a battery in her back to like, oh my God, Chastity, because she's trying to, get all up in Timberland's face and get a pic. Like, this is just not a good look. Ooh, let's go over here and talk to him. He could probably make more happen for us. Like, oh goodness, when she got in old boy's face and said, oh, I write everything, I do everything, this is Mia, she does, costumes and helps with the routine. Like, no ma'am, this is not what we are going to do. This is a collective joint effort. All the moves that you have been making, you have made them together, and Mia has contributed to that just as much. It's like 50-50. So when she got in that space in front of, an industry face and decided to switch up, I was like, oh my goodness. Child, when we had old rapper dude or whoever the fuck at the bar spill that drink on Mia, it's just like, oh girl, come on, it's just some fine ass nigga spilled drink on her, she tripping. Like, I was even, high-fiving Mia at that moment. I thought we was finna get another Spotify party situation. Like, it's like, no. I remember what happened to that. I was very proud of Mia being mature in that moment and kind of reading the room. You know what? Let's just get on stage. I might smell like white Hennessy, but we came here with a goal to perform. This is not a moment for me to blow it and be selfish thinking about some nigga who spilled a drink on me. This is much bigger than that. And we have Shawna, 8 Mile, B Rabbit, Papa Dot the Spot, that whole fucking moment. That was so selfish. Like, I could not believe the performance was going so well. I was like, yes, go. The choreography, they were getting it. Add ponytails, Yaki number 5 was going. It was a good ass time. And then we decide to cut the beat. Shawna, why are we cutting the beat? Why are we cutting the beat? I thought like she was finna, maybe drop a quick bar. Like, let me show you how lyrical I can be. And then we're gonna and we were gonna, dive right back into what we came here to do. Like, no, Sugar hogged the whole stage. Just ruined the whole tempo. The whole crowd was vibing. It was a good look. The moves were on point. Duke was over there like, yes. I was like, yes, Duke, because you getting a picture, that wasn't a good look. This right here, this is what we came here to do, and the girls are shutting it down. And we have Shawna selfishly take that moment and try to make it about herself because she is feeling, inadequate about, having to switch up, the conversation that she had with Francois. Let me show y'all I still have bars. Boo Boo Kitty, this was not the opportunity to do that. Hovering over the fact that Francois chose to, go with the other female, or you didn't receive all of this praise or internet or Spotify up until you decided to seduce and scheme. In doing that, you took this moment not only away from yourself, but Mia, the person who has been there with you in the trenches. Like, this is more than once you decided to link up, this became more than just being about Shawna. And child, Mia looked like she wanted to kick Shawna in her fucking back. Like, she was over it. And we even have a moment upstairs afterwards. Like, I felt like, since the energy was off, Shawna was trying to, throw that energy towards Duke. Even though I understood what she was saying, like, everybody associates everyone with the same thing. So if you are using these opportunities to also bring the sex workers and all the prostitutions up and through the party, people are going to assume that, we are about the same things. Like, it is about an image. I understood that. But boo, let's not forget what you just did. Then they decided all of a sudden this episode, Duke and goddamn Pretty V to make Duke's pimp hand real strong. I was like, wow. Oh, you a pimp? Oh, okay. I was really wondering this entire time, what was this about? We have never really seen Duke as, that aggressor. She's been more of just a promoter to me. That person in the club, or that person, hitting the ground running, trying to make things happen as a promoter. And, in the process of that, she's kind of taking that along with her uncle and the pimping and everything and kind of geared it towards that. But one hand is washing the other. No, it was very much, bitch, if you don't get out of my face, I slap the taste out of your mouth. I'm tired of you rolling up. Like, you the bottom, bitch. Get at the bottom. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, where did this come from? I was definitely wondering about the Chastity character and the whole pimp thing. It was never very much giving, I have mind control enough. It was almost giving, like friendship, but it was very much so, I got mind control over Devo. I be quiet, but when he leave, I be talking again. Like, she very much so has that. Like, child, when she checked her and she walked off, like, and you could also understand, Pretty V's vibe. Like, don't touch me at this party. We not getting paid for this. You are putting, the group and what they are trying to do in the forefront, paying it forward, giving back that money. We aren't getting paid for this. Did you tell the girls that? Like, Chastity is robbing Peter to pay Paul, betting it all. Like, a lot is being placed on her shoulders to make things happen. And she just blew up in that moment. Like, damn, not only am I getting it from here, but Shawna may have just fucked up a really big opportunity for us. After we leave Shawna just being absolutely ruthless, not being able to read the room, girl, I didn't know they was gonna just cut us off. Like, I thought we was gonna have more time, but they was feeling that shit though. No, Shawna, they were not. This was not a good look. Like, and why would you have us rehearse if you just wanted to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do in the first place? Like, Shawna just absolutely did not get it this episode, but she felt it in the end. Like, I think she was getting a little backlash online. Like, what the hell is this? What is going on? Like, girl, why? But we also end off this episode with us some Lamont and some Mia. Now, I was very much so excited just for the aspect of a date, just to talk and put things into perspective. But we did not even get an opportunity for that, which could be absolutely shaky, just jumping back into, the sex prior to us really talking about anything. Like, it's just to be safe. Like, they really should have had that date or dates just to get things together. But we have Mia, who is really emotional because of the shit that goes down with Shawna, and she immediately jumps into the sex with Lamont. But I ain't mad at it though. Let's go, Lamont. Like, Lamont said, you ain't said nothing but a word. I'm about to give these a long, tall, thin nigga strokes. Hey. But I absolutely love the way that the sex scene was shot. I love the lighting. I just love to see the natural bodies. And that goes for Lamont also, because normally when we get into people choosing characters, whether they don't really go all the time for authenticity. Sometimes they go for particular body types. Sometimes we don't get to see, a slim nigga stroke. Sometimes we don't get to see Mia with her natural ass and her natural titties and, a little back roll. Like, we love to see it, yes. But I did like the fact that even though we jumped into the sex, which I'm hoping doesn't come back to bite anybody in the ass in the end, we do have Mia ask that question of, hey, why now? And we've been watching, so we know why now. We understood exactly what Lamont was saying. At this particular moment, we are on the same plane. From their past conversation in past episodes, it just seems like she was maybe getting fed up at the aspect of Lamont not being much of a dad because he was chasing a dream. But now we have him coming back to be more of a father to their daughter, and she understands the aspects of, the music business and more so chasing a dream, because because now she has her own that she is chasing as well, and they are helping each other get to the money. Them beats is free, I'm telling y'all. But I was very much so here for that. And once again, on the back end, we do not get a text message back from Maurice. Maurice is locked up. I am very interested to see what happens in the next episode with that. And even with, Lamont, I believe next episode is our last episode. Like, oh, that was quick. But with the show, I do feel like the episodes got better and better. Maybe like after episode 3 leading to episode 4, we did get more consistency with the story and really got to the meat of the show. I enjoyed this episode, and I'm actually looking forward to the last one. And I'm happy that it finally decided to deliver. Well, you guys, that was my review for Rap Shit episode 7. Thank you so much for watching. Can you please drop down and tell me what you thought about my review and what you thought about this episode as a whole? I do feel like this has been the best episode so far, which is truly unfortunate because we literally only have one more. But it is enough going on here for me to continue to want to watch the show. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me and watching me and liking this video. I see you guys next time. Bye.